Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Sanjeet Patsal and greet to all of you. Good morning to all of you. Right now, I'm going to give you the analysis of chapter 5 of Bhagwat Geeta. This is the series of Bhagwat Geeta. So already I have completed 4 chapters. So if you want to study in detail, so analysis first of all to listen and to understand is most important. So let's start. Bhagwat Geeta chapter 5 analysis. It's a Hindi name is a Karma Sannyas Yoga. Chapter 5 of the Bhagwat Geeta is called the Karma Sannyas Yoga. It is called in English that the yoga of renunciation of action. Guys, it contains 29 verses and explains the relationship between renunciations and selfless actions, Karma Yoga and Sannyasa. Background is concerned, at the end of chapter 4, Arjuna was taught the importance of knowledge and selfless action. In chapter 5, he becomes confused and asks Krishna, which path is better? Renouncing actions, performing actions selflessly. Krishna answers these questions throughout the chapter. Main themes. The central message is true renunciation is not abandoning work but abandoning attachment to the results of work. A person can attain liberations while actively performing duties if actions are done without selfish desire. Karma Yoga and Sannyas lead to the same goal. Krishna explains that both Sannyasa renunciation, Karma Yoga selfless actions and lead to spiritual liberations. However, Karma Yoga is generally easier and more practical for most people. A person living in society can attain the spiritual perfections by performing duties honestly without attachment. Key lesson. Renunciation is an inner state, not merely as external lifestyle. Someone wearing a simple cloth may still be attached to desires, while a householder performing duties selflessly may be spiritually advanced. Who is a true renunciate? According to Krishna, a true renunciate is one who does not hate anyone, does not crave anything, remains balanced in success and failure, free from selfish desire. Such a person experiences peace. Modern meaning, you do not need to leave your family, job or society. You can practice renunciation by doing your work sincerely, accepting outcomes calmly, avoiding excessive attachment to praise or criticism. The wise see unity everywhere. One of the most famous teaching of the chapter is equal vision, same darshan. Krishna says that the wise person sees the same divine reality in a learned scholar, a cow, an elephant, a dog, even an outcast. Meaning, external body status, caste, wealth, or educations may differ, but the soul in all beings is the same. This teachings promotes the equality, compassion, respect for all living beings, freedom from attachment. Most human suffering comes from attachment to wealth, power, relationship, recognition, sense pleasures. Krishna teaches, enjoy what comes naturally, but do not become a dependent upon it. When attachment decreases, fear decreases, anxiety decreases, inner peace increases, controlling the mind and selfless senses. A person becomes disturbed when mind chases desires. Senses seeks content pleasures. Krishna advises self-discipline, moderation, control of desires, mental focus. The mind should serve wisdom rather than impulses. Inner happiness. Most people search for a happiness outside themselves. Krishna teaches that the lasting happiness comes from within. External pleasure are temporary, depend on circumstances, eventually fade. Inner peace is stable, does not depend on possession, comes from a spiritual understanding. Important idea. The more a person depends on external conditions for happiness, the more vulnerable they become. liberation while living. Krishna described the liberated person. Such a person remains calm during difficulties, is not intoxicated by success, is from the heart and greed, work for the welfare of the others. They experiences freedom even while living in the world. Meditations and union with the God. Towards the end of the chapter, Krishna briefly introduces meditations. The seeker should sit quietly, control the senses, focus on the mind. Meditation helps to purify the mind and prepare the deeper spiritual realization, which is discussed further in chapter 6. Important verses and their meaning. Verses are 10. A person who performs actions without attachment remains untouched by sin, just as a lotus leaf remains untouched by water. Meaning, work sincerely but do not become attached to results. 18 verse. The wise see all beings with the equal vision, respects every person regardless of status or background. 29 verse. Krishna declares himself the enjoyer of sacrifices, the Lord of all worlds, the friend of all living beings. Understanding this brings peace. Relevance in modern life. Chapter 5 teaches us to walk without a selfish attachment, treat everyone with the respect, control desires and emotions, and develop inner peace. Balance spiritual growth with the orderly responsibilities. Focus on duty rather than outcomes. Find happiness with the rather than in external possessions. Conclusion. This essence of the chapter 5 is do your duty finally. It is the essence of chapter 5. So it's enough if you want to study more in detail. So first of all, analysis is the most important for everyone, and after it we try to study in details in Hindi language or Urdu or English. In many languages the Bhagwat Geeta is written. Greet all of you. Jai Hind.